Now, third-party controllers for the likes of your PlayStation, your Xbox, your PC, your smartphones can get a little bit pricey. And 9 times out of 10 when you buy them, you don't really know what you're buying. You don't know what they can do, there isn't many reviews on them, and it gets a little bit annoying because I like to have a controller that does everything. That can connect to my PlayStation, my Xbox, my PC, my Android tablet, and my iPhone. And unfortunately, I tend to struggle by doing that wirelessly. I don't want to have any wires, I don't want to have to deal with that, and it gets a little bit tedious from here and there. Until a company called Easy SMX got in touch with me. Now, we have done reviews for this company before, everything from their controllers to their gaming headsets, and I've never had an issue with any of their products. Now, this one I'm predominantly excited about because of the matter of fact that I can connect this to my iPhone wirelessly and actually game on it. So this one I'm looking forward to. So let's get into it. So this is what we're looking at. This is the Easy SMX ESM9124 wireless controller. Now, we have looked at a few of their wireless controllers in the past and they have never failed us whatsoever. So this one I'm definitely looking forward to. So there is a variation of different colours you can get in. Like I said, the one we went for was white. You can get obviously the white version, black version, more like a painted version, as well as more of an obscure, which is this design, which more looks like flames. So what we're going to do is get this unboxed, see what we're working with, and we'll go from there. So this is what we get. So we first of all get a little QR code one here on about if you're happy or not happy about the product. We do get a user manual. This is pretty much going to tell you everything there is to know about it, how to reprogram some of the keys, how to get it connected up, all that good stuff. We also get a USB to USB Type-C cable going on right there. We also get the little USB dongle as well, so basic USB with a little red LED indicator going on there. Quite a cool little design, that just goes in your device. And then we have the controller. All white design, black on top, black keys, as well as the black M1 to M4 buttons as well. So relatively really good. Now, let's have a little look into it. So the keys that they went for are the basic X, Y, A and B. So that's the keys we have here. We also have plus or minus buttons at the top, home button, I believe that's a menu button. We do get the basic analog left and right sticks as well as your conventional D-pad. On the top here we do get R and L as well as ZR and ZL. There isn't a massive amount of traction going on there, so relatively could be good for the likes of Warzone and Call of Duty games. And then on the back we do have the programmable M1, 2 and M3 and 4 buttons going on there. So obviously naturally how my hands sit like that, they naturally would be quite good for me. Just depends how you do hold the controller. So all plastic design apart from the part where you do grip it is more of like a etched plastic as well, just for that extra grip. So you're not going to have to worry about this sliding out your hand, you know, when you're trying to do things. You're not going to have to worry about it. It is extremely grippy, so that's not something that you have to worry about. So what I have just looked at is this can actually be connected to your iPhone and Android devices. So what I am going to do is get my phone here, try and get it in image a little bit. So what it says is connecting to your phone. So iOS mode. If your first connection, press A plus the home button. So A home. So as we can see, a little LED indicator flashing there. So it says if not first connection, just short press home. So LED lights flashing after that successfully. Corresponding LEDs. So what I need to do is go into my settings and then connect to this device. So it should show up as Xbox wireless controller. So I'm going to click on that and there we are connected. So what we actually need to do is go into some games. So if I go over to what games I have, look for a game I could use this with. So we'll try Apex Legends. I'm not sure how this is going to work, but so I have full utilization. So obviously if I want to pause the game, if I want to go into my settings, I can do. So I can look at my map just like you normally would in the game. And it really is simple. So I can scan the area like you would normally do in the game. And then you can just select stuff as you would. And it just makes, I think it makes gaming on your phone a little bit easier. I think that's probably the best way to say it. Obviously, I don't play a lot of Apex Legends. As you can probably tell, I don't really know what I'm doing. But still, relatively really good. Swapping weapons out. And there's no delay either. So, although I'm playing quite an intensive game going on here, there is no delay. So, I think for some things, you know, like I'll have to... You know, for some of the things, it might be a little bit different. But even simple things playing on an iPhone is really cool. Like, obviously, iPhones aren't meant for gaming. Like, we all know that. We all know that this isn't how it's meant to go. But it's just one of those things, because I'm using the controller with it, it makes it a little bit easier. It actually makes me want to actually play more games on the actual iPhone, which is pretty cool, I have to admit. And it will work with a variation of different types of games as well as. So you don't need the dongle with this. If your controller needs charging, you can just plug it in, and you are pretty much good to go. So I think the one game I do want to try is Call of Duty on the phone, because that I do play that a lot on the phone. Like, obviously, when I've got a bit of spare time, I'm sat there, I do play it quite a lot. But it's going to be interesting to see if I can actually use the controller on this. So that's one thing I want to look into. So what we're doing, obviously we've got the controller. As you can see, LED lights are still on, so we are still connected to the device. So what we just need to do is wait for the phone to sort itself out, and we'll see if Call of Duty works with this controller. Now, by all means, I can connect this to the PC. I can just plug this dongle in, and I'm pretty much good to go. And it will work like any conventional controller. But using it on the likes of a smartphone is wonderful, because as we can see, we did play Apex for a little bit there just to roughly see what it was like, and the response times really are incredible. But being able to use a controller like this on a mobile phone or a tablet, an iPad, a Samsung tablet, you name it, really is incredible. I haven't really found a controller that will allow me to do that, which is as good as this. Now, that's not me just bigging the product up. It pretty much speaks for itself. The time it takes for me to jump, it does exactly what it needs to. There's no... What's the word? There isn't a time delay between me clicking a button on here to using that to actually utilizing the program on the phone. So there's no issue there whatsoever. I don't need to plug it in. It's completely wireless, and it's just through a Bluetooth connection. But it works, and it's really simple. So I'll wait for this to load in, then we'll play a game, see if it works. Right, so we have everything loaded in. What we're going to do now is just play a little game. So I'll get that put there so you can roughly see what's going on with the controller in frame. Yep, still works perfectly fine with the controller, as we can see. Like, just to prove that this isn't just a video, let's go back, up, down, left, right, up, down, left, jump, crouch, aim, fire. Right, just so you know that it is actually me doing this. So I think you can change the sensitivity. So if I go to settings, I think the only thing I need to change properly is the sensitivity settings. But apart from that, hey, got him! I got him! So obviously, I'm not the greatest at this game at all. I definitely have to say, but I have to admit the controller is extremely responsive. So I do need to change the sensitivity settings, but that's pretty much just basic. Yeah, it's a bit better. A little bit extra sensitivity. Obviously, I know I'm currently camping, but obviously that's down to the main fact that I'm not very good at this game, but we don't need to talk about that. Oh, I could have got two of them there. Oh, and he's down! The camper wins! Yeah, victory! So, there we have it. Absolutely incredible. I have to admit, it really did a great job. So we saw the gameplay there of me actually using this on my iPhone. Now, I could have happily done this review by connecting it up to my computer, but that's generic, that's basic. That's what a lot of controllers and third-party controllers are designed to do. You plug in a USB dongle, you connect your controller, and you're good to go. Now that's a pretty much basic review, but the matter of fact that I can connect this to my iPhone wirelessly and through Bluetooth is a massive step up in what I like to control. This is my new controller for everything. This can connect to my PC, this can connect to my PlayStation, my Xbox, my smartphone, my iPhone device, my iOS device, my Android device, you name it. So this is going to pretty much be the permanent selection for this channel. Powered by USB Type-C, allows for quick charge via the USB Type-C. You've got 4 programmable switches on the back, which is the easiest thing to set up via the user manual that they actually give you.